Good morning, folks, and welcome back to more freeze dryer fun. Kelly's getting ready to put the milk in the freeze dryer, so I thought we'd show you how she does it, and we'll show you what the end result is when it's all done. Stick around.
You can do this without making a mess.
So she's got our gallon jugs of milk. She's pouring them right into the trays. It's easier to do it while they're in the machine so you don't have to carry the trays around. And I think you can put about a half a gallon on a tray. So we got one tray full, so she'll slide that in, pull the next tray out. Alright, just got the last half a gallon in there. We had another half gallon from our other milk source, so we've got a full 5 trays inside our freeze dryer. Kelly's got it ready to go. He's going to set the cycle to go.
This bottom tray is the one that had more of the cream on the top, but you can't really tell the difference.
Here's our milk. Kelly's been digging in it to check it. Otherwise it just looks flat on the pan. Got all 5 trays of milk up here. Kelly's putting the oxygen absorbing packages in the jars that she's going to store them in. She's going to take this stuff for a spin in the blender to get it a little more into powder form. Stuff is really flaky when it's dry. Kind of a neat texture. So Kelly's got it all powdered up. So we ended up with this much milk, powdered milk here. We started out with 2.5 gallons of milk. So if you figure this is a gallon, this is a gallon, and then we got 1.5 here. So this should do a half a gallon of milk. So we're going to take what's left in the cup here, put it in a quart, basically 3 to 1. So we're going to put 1 cup of powder in there and 3 cups of cold water to rehydrate this and see how it is. We got our quart of milk mixed up. It tastes exactly like it did before we put it in the freeze dryer. And you can already see the cream is rising to the top of the jar because we left the cream in it. But we put a couple ice cubes in it to get a little bit colder. So we're going to put the lid back on this, put it in the fridge, get it nice and cold, and then we'll be able to use that milk. So we've still got enough left here to do about 2 gallons and a little over a quart here. We'll get all that put in the root cellar. Now I've had the dry milk that comes in like the cardboard box, and it doesn't taste anything like this. That dried milk that you get from the store, to me, doesn't even taste like milk. But this stuff tastes exactly like the milk before we freeze dried it. Kelly explained to me that when they dry the milk for the box at the store, they use like, what's it called, a spray?
Spray dehydration.
Spray dehydration. So it's dehydrated and not freeze dried. So dehydration is a heating process which kills all the good properties of the milk, where freeze drying does not. You still have all the good enzymes and everything that is good in this milk, and it still tastes exactly the same. So it's been a couple days since we freeze dried the milk. Since then, Kelly's done another batch of all of our herbs from the garden. She's got a couple big half-gallon jars back there. These are going to last us all year long with our herbs. And you can tell they look like they've almost been fresh picked out of the garden. They got a lot more vibrant color than they do back when we used to dehydrate them. We used to just lay them out on racks and just let them dry naturally. But these look so much better. And the flavor's probably really concentrated too. There's all the milk that she did, like I said, in the last batch. Here's all our cherries, strawberries, bananas, apples. We have peas, mushrooms, green beans, some corn. There's some eggs that she freeze-dried. We're going to be doing some more of those in the future. Got our big half-gallon jar of chicken stock that we can measure out of. And then she's got white meat chicken, dark meat chicken, because she likes the white, I like the dark. And we have our ground beef and our shrimp. So she's reorganized and made herself a whole shelf down here. I'm going to be doing a whole new shelving unit right here underneath all of our canning supplies to put more stuff on down here because we have the room. Kelly's mixing up the next batch of stuff to go in the freeze dryer. It's a bunch of eggs. She just cracks raw eggs into the blender and then mixes them up like she's making scrambled eggs. And then you pour them right into the trays. She's had this freeze dryer going about non-stop because it's peak of the season right now, but she's taking time to do some eggs. We need to do some onions pretty soon.
Green pepper in the bottom.
Oh, you got green pepper in here too that she harvested yesterday. Here's all the green pepper. They're not all green. Some of them are kind of a white yellow color. We got a rainbow mix out in the garden. But that'll be pretty handy for the winter. So Kelly's also been picking flowers and drying some of her flowers. Let us know what you got going on these two jars here, babe.
This one's our echinacea or purple cone flower. The
And
flowers and the leaves.
what's it soaking in?
It's in 90 proof vodka.
90 proof vodka. So what is this for? That's
This is for cold and flu season. It helps when you get sick. Speeds up the immune response so you get over it quicker.
and we did use some of that this year. It was really good. How much do you put, I forgot, in a little shot glass? Wasn't it about a tablespoon or something?
Yeah, about a tablespoon, and then a shot of honey and warm water. And the honey helps coat your throat. It's also another natural antibacterial.
Yeah, I know this last year when we got sick, I took some of that as soon as the onset of my symptoms, and literally within a day or so I was feeling better. So what's in the little jar?
This one is calendula and German chamomile in sweet almond oil.
Sweet almond oil. Where do you get your sweet almond oil? Just like online?
Yeah, I just ordered off Amazon.
And then what does this do for you?
This one, you can either use the oil like topically to help heal burns, cuts, that type of thing, or you can make a salve out of it. Not sure what I'll do with it yet.
Sweet. We've also got some dill seed that we harvested out of the garden. So we'll get that.
Honeycrisp apple.
First Honeycrisp apple. Kelly's been looking at this thing, wanting to eat it for the last couple days. Well, as you can see, I'm not the only one with big things going on the homestead. Kelly's been knocking it out of the park with that freeze dryer. It's going to be fantastic having all those products this winter and even on beyond that. So Hope you enjoyed this video. We hope you stay safe and stay healthy. And come back and see us here on the farm again, because we love having you folks.
Thanks for watching.